Sir Flint. Perfect timing. I just arrived myself.
You are most considerate, Master Eilua. But in fact, I know you have been sitting here.
If you saw me, why didn't you say something?
I was curious to see how long you could sit still.
That would be a first. You always seem to appear out of thin air without making a peep. Also, how many times do I have to tell you not—
I beg to differ. Why should a young man so well versed in social graces as—
Please, Lord Flint. Sir Flint. I'm begging you, don't flatter me into complete—
You understand me better than most. My newest acquaintances tell me
I think they don't understand why you do it. You just love puffing people up till they're a big—
In all sincerity, I can only hope that they bring—
Is the situation that bad?
We just held a strategy meeting.
In short, we need everyone gone from Pyramida. We also need a team of Lightkeepers to scour the more remote regions of Nodcry for civilians to evacuate.
I only hope we have enough personnel.
We do. Old Man Nikita will definitely help. And we can recall anyone out on patrol to—
Good. I'm sure you and the others will make short work of this.
Flint?
If you've got something to say, Master Eilua, why not guess what I'm thinking right now?
You mentioned that you have something else. How difficult is it going?
I doubt it will be easy.
I know you're a Lightkeeper, and it's your duty to protect others in times of crisis. But I have a feeling that however bad things have gotten in the past, Nodcry has never faced a mass evacuation before. But from the sounds of it, you don't intend— I don't mean to pry, and it's probably none of my business. But whatever it is you're
I've been afflicted with some sort of curse, and I'm told it may well trigger if I set foot outside of Nodcry.
What? No. Why?
There are plenty of people out there willing to trample over—
Frankly, Sir Flint, I am furious. You're making light of what is an
Indeed I am.
And what? I told you, I'm furious about this.
Nothing I can do about it, I'm afraid. Things happen, and we just have to deal with them. If you find yourself feeling angry, perhaps start by drinking a big glass of water.
Hey, you mean you're completely unmoved by my anger?
Then allow me to express my sincerest regret. Come by the lighthouse sometime.
Maybe I need to spell this out. Lean in a little, Flint.
Oh, my.
Word is that you were caught up in a real horror show recently. People were amazed that you returned safe and sound.
I've returned safe and sound from plenty of crises.
Fine. I'll be frank.
Heavens.
You know what? Forget it. We'll revisit this once.
A sound plan.
Just promise me you'll come back in one piece.
For you, Master Eilua. Also, please pass my regards on to our colleagues. Tell them.
I have to keep searching for a path toward reality. This should do it. The last 2 times I tried to influence reality in this space, it consumed a lot of Kuvaki. I'll try and be more careful this time. I need to leave key clues behind using less power. I hope everyone still remembers what I said on Moon Prayer Night.
Nothing here. Flint's?
Ah, Miss Nefer.
What are you doing here?
I just spoke with Itlua about arrangements for the search and came from. As for you, why would. Huh.
As well as figuring out how to gather intel on the Traveler, I wanted also, we'll need to bring a lot of force to bear against Ettore, even if we're only looking to rescue the Traveler. You don't think Columbina perished either.
I'm merely considering the possibility that she survived, just as you are. How much can we really know?
Do you remember what she said on Moon Prayer Night? About using moonlight to send messages to...
Of course. I think that's why we're both.
Where have you checked so far?
I've been focusing on the outdoors. Anywhere the moonlight shines. I checked most of Nashita.
I checked the Curatorium of Secrets, and a few rooms where I thought I might find some. The only places I haven't looked yet are the rooms in the flagship, but process of elimination isn't the only thing that brought me here.
Oh, really? What?
After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once!
Am I imagining things? Come on, let's see what's going on.
Oh no. I knocked over a vase as soon as I came in. It must have been caused by a Kuvaki, although it seems like I'm not about to be pulled away this. It looks like as long as I'm careful with my act. Anyway, is this the flagship? The trap. I only went into the lobby last time, so I've never actually. If nothing else, I can now be sure that it is not. She mentioned where her room was. I think it's this one. The door is closed. But if this is anything like when I disappeared, then maybe... I'm in. She and Paimon aren't here at the moment. I hope she's okay. I wonder what happened to her after that battle with Ettore. Best not to dwell on that for now. I need to... Please, Traveler. I really hope you find that...
Just a cat.
Nothing else here strikes me as noteworthy.
Didn't you stay here for a couple of nights?
Before Rarir showed himself. Yes. It's also where the Traveler and
Did you notice anything unusual?
I remember thinking how much noisier the flagship is at night compared to the graveyard. The Traveler and Paimon were most congenial
This is where they've been staying, yes? Over here?
That's right.
I wouldn't usually condone breaking and entering, but we can make it a...
Focus now. I have to write a message on the wall using Kuvaki, just like I said on Moon Prayer Night. Simply open your windows on nights when the moon shines bright, and the moonlight will naturally flow towards the words I have written. Here goes. I'll need to carefully control my strength. There's a noise outside the door. Please, you have to see these words.
Well, do you sense anything?
Unfortunately, no.
And this place was our last chance.
Not necessarily. We've only looked in Nasha Town. Miss Columbina said she would leave messages at her friends' dwellings. It's still worth checking where Miss Lauma lives and...
Let's try and make some time to look into those then. Wait.
What are you waiting for?
Paimon might have overeaten slightly. What's that look for? This is a victory feast. It's normal to eat a little more than usual.
The Traveler in Paimon. It's really you, but... Why are they talking about a victory feast?
Huh. You worried Paimon sick while you were out there fighting Rare. So this is your chance to make it up to her, alright?
Wait. So this is the night after the battle against Rary. How did I end up here? That's quite a long time ago now. Wait. Time. That's it. Every time I've entered reality within this space, it's been at an earlier point in time. Every one of those points has been before I fell into the moon's reflection, and everything I've done to affect reality really did happen in the past. Does this mean that within the moon's reflection, time flows backwards?
It's not long till Moon Prayer Night now. It's gonna be even livelier than tonight. Although, it's gonna be sad saying goodbye to the damselette.
Paimon. No, I can't. Even if I make contact, they probably won't understand what's going on. And in any case, I'll likely get pulled away again if I do. Instead, I have to find a way to get them to notice what I've written using the moonlight. Wait, even I hadn't thought of doing that before Moon Prayer Night. They'd never conceive of that possibility. Is there truly no other way?
Don't lose heart. We'll find a way somehow.
Huh?
Oh, you say that, but the Frost Moon is beyond the false. If we wanted to go visit her, how would we make it through to the other...
We might not have all the answers now, but I'm sure we'll find a way one day.
Guess someone's gotta be the optimist.
The present. The future. That's right. There are still things I can do.
What's your plan?
Flint's, when you were staying next door, did you ever open the window?
No. The rooms here are dark and damp, and there's such a buildup of dust on the windows that the moonlight can't even get in. I didn't think it was worth the trouble.
The moonlight.
I think I see where you're going. One moment. I'll see if the owner is available.
Don't bother. Time is of the essence.
Time. Even if no one sees what I've written at this moment, maybe someone will remember what I said after Moon Prayer Night. I need to write down as much information as I can. And maybe one day...
Huh? What's up with you? You can't even hold your cup steady. Are you getting tired?
A little.
Well, you should probably hit the hay then. You've had a really tough couple of days for you.
You truly have. You helped defeat Rerir, helped me reclaim my name, and you helped the others organize Moon Prayer Night. Wherever you are right now, I'm sure you're still fighting against the injustices of fate. This is all I can leave for them. How I wish I could stay here, but it's time for me to go. I hope to see you again in the next time, and if the opportunity presents itself.
I will surely return to your side.
Huh.
Columbina. She's alive.
Not only that, but she's left us an entire wall's worth of clues. She even wrote down what would happen on Moon Prayer night. It's just a shame we found it too late.
I am here. Time in this place flows backwards. I am constantly moving forward.
It sounds like she's found a way to influence the past using but her future is our past.
So, these words have been here ever since we defeated the Rehir of Solnari. We just never discovered them. Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Only when I'm in a good mood. And at least...
Well, I never do. Everything that has happened already belongs to the realm of fact. As a business person, and especially an intel broker, what I do is extrapolate from those facts to try and read the future.
An admirable philosophy.
It's a means of survival. Let's go. We have a wall's worth of clues to share with the others.
It appears that the doctor's energy signature has changed to something similar to Kuvaki. Nodcry's Kuvaki devices will only have a limited effect on it. Also,
My subordinates just shipped them in from Fontaine. Some of them are from the Narcissenkreuz Ordo. Some are incident reports from Petrichor, and additionally, after some further scanning, I've discovered something
What's that?
Tevat's skies contain multiple moons. A long time ago, when I did my first scan, I detected 3. Just as the legends. But when I checked again just now, I detected 4 moons.
So there's one extra?
Yeah. Originally, I thought that if I could still find 3 moons, that would at least mean Colin, but then it occurred to me that apart from the frost moon, Tevat's moons are just, and husks surely shouldn't show up in the scan, since they're not. It's weird, isn't it? If we can't even distinguish between a dead and a living moon, or does this mean that the moon marrows are equivalent to the moons?
It's certainly possible. In which case, the 4th moon you detected may be Dottore artificial creation.
So he wasn't bluffing. He really built his own moon marrow.
It's easy to get overwhelmed when you have too much on your plate. Maybe you need to relax. Perhaps try going for a walk.
Nothing can calm me down at a time like this. I need more time.
It's Mr. Flynn's.
I really hate that ringing tone. Ugh. First of 4 Orthants of the Narcissenkreuz.
Oh, sorry if we're disturbing you. Might I ask what's troubling you?
What do you want? We're busy.
Are you still at the Curatorium of Secrets?
Yeah. Look, everyone else is still out, so there's no hurry. Plus,
Even though we have crucial intel to share?
fine.
Do you intend to share it via the Dodo community?
Ordinarily, I would, but this is a unique situation. I think it's best that we discuss it in person. See.
All right then. So, what's the situation?
The rest of the team is still out working on their missions and evacuations, but we've decided to fill you in on the most crucial information first.
Androne, you were right. Columbina is most likely still alive.
That's the best news we've received in a while.
Random locations. Appearing in reverse order? Are you serious? So not dying isn't enough for the moon goddess, huh? Anyway, does this mean we can deduce her condition from—
Miss Androne, there's nothing wrong with simply admitting that you're happy to hear the good news.
I'm not. And she's the least of our problems. If she can't control the flow of time in there, she's just gonna keep moving backwards. Different points in time won't intersect.
Let's say life begins with a drop of water. When did time begin? No, that's not right. Her final destination would be the moment at which the space she is—
But it doesn't seem like we can influence that space from the outside world. Also, if she's alive, Rerir and Thalindus might be too. But as far as we know, neither of them have come back out.
I'm afraid I must concur with Miss Nefer in this.
Can't exactly argue with that. Let's leave it there for now. I've taken notes on everything.
Will it help with your research?
I doubt it's gonna help with breaking Dotori's energy fields. But who knows when it might come in handy. All right, I need to get back to my research.
Sure, I'll stay here. Paimon, are you there? Oh, right. She went with Varka to Natlan, didn't she? Speaking of the Traveler, where could they— There's an—
Paimon here. Not in at the moment, but if anyone needs to borrow her stuff or the Travelers, go. Also, Traveler, if you get back before Paimon, make sure to get some rest.
Well, since you offered, this is the Traveler and Paimon's luggage. It's well organized. I wonder what do we have? The camera captured a special moment that can only occur between people. You can really sense how the photographer feels about their subject. I wonder why this picture was placed outside. This must belong to the Traveler. Hang in there.
Paulownia. Search keyword world formula and bring me all relevant books. Let's see. This one is— I believe that the correct term for this is Fortuna. This wasn't— I never imagined that Remorian ideas would be so similar to the diagram I have named. The world, human civilization, should gradually shed possibilities as it continues to explore and evolve. The sparks of civilization shall run out, unless we can— variables. Surely that can only mean one— Descenders? Dotori likely captured the Traveler because of her Descender status. But the Three Moons' authority comes from the world itself. Where does this variable factor in? The world formula calculates the fate of an entire world. Introducing a variable— Paulownia. Search keyword pathway and bring me all relevant books. Otonki Sermon Dictation. Explain Implications on the chemical marriage. These titles are pretty Observe and compute the pathway displayed in the guidance diagram. Deconstructing and reversing its effects could generate potential ID. So, it's one of Renee's draft lectures. Deconstructing the pathway. Ugh, this is so long. This guy sure loves showing up. Polonia. Search keyword tree model and bring me all relevant books. Most of the experimental devices proposed by the Lilia Crucis Ordo are built based on the simple and basic logical structure of Lilia Crucis. When Duke St. Germanus departed, he said, "It seems that there's no going back. In all other things, he is but ordinary." Excuse me? I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous. Great Detective Herlock, the Alchemist and the Clockwork Saint? Isn't this a novel? Still, the author swears that they knew Renee well. Whatever. I guess it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Renee would say nonsense like that on occasion. Memory, wishes, souls, and persona. Frankly, this sounds more like occultism, but if Albedo vouches for it, I suppose there must be some alchemical basis to these techniques. The way Alain Guillotin saw it, the world was comprised of machines. The universe needed machines, and thus his technologies were created. René, his full name was René de Petrichor, if I recall correctly. Sounds like he and the town must be intricately connected. That place was also the source of most of our information regarding Remurian civilization. Seems like some of his projects were based on the cutting of souls and storing them in vessels. These seemingly unrelated techniques underpinned René's research. Assuming that the four orthants, the chemical marriage model, Alain would have scoffed at that. He never would have let those theories or parameters anywhere near his mathematical formula. What was Alain's view on René? I know he mentioned the name. Oh, now I remember. Alain's old notes are here too. René seemed most out of sorts when he spoke to me. A lack of sweet foods has dulled his mind, I should think. Yep, that sounds... My subordinates actually did a half-decent job digging out all these materials. Some of Alain's old files are completely consistent with these records. He must have gotten them from the Tower of Gestalt. He may have kept them, but he never even attempted to use them. Come to think of it, René's world formula was filled with calculations of constants. That shows he believed that the fate of the world to be predetermined. As for Alain... it's been too long. I forget what What would he have said? A guy like him, fervent believer in machines, but not headstrong enough. The world can be changed. It is worth persevering. He created that procedure to save this world. Yet the scale of the world's fate proved too enormous. He died having never seen the outcome. And did you really never take a close look at René's research? Or did you read the very thought of trying to incorporate his ideas probably made you feel sick to the stomach? Well, don't worry. You once asked me what I wished for. Should have asked him instead. He's the one pining for things you'd soon... Even the tiniest variable can make big waves in the present. Now then, allow me to put these incompatible fragments together in yours. First, establish and verify the existence of the Great Circle. Absolute nihil on one end, absolute reality on the other. Now, search between these two extremes. Then, the construction criteria. Variables. The sparks of civilization shall run out unless we consider introducing variables from outside the system. Traverse the world, space-time, and civilization. Then extract the essential nodes from the records to determine which the primordial power that differentiated itself from the void. The power of light. Records. Hyperborea. This is horrendously complicated. After all that, I'm still missing a few variables. How do you think it looks, Paulownia? Like the frenzied scrawlings of a madwoman? Fine, keep it to yourself. It's not like you can talk anyway. I'll assume you gave it a passing grade. I jest. But true madness does often start with trying to save the world. What would Arlecchino and Columbina think if so would Rosaline? She's been dead for a while. When I close my eyes and think back, I can still see her face. And that enormous dress she used to wear. Such a bizarre choice. What possessed her? Oh, no one's asking me, obviously, but I hope you all know that I never wanted to save the world. I'm not crazy. The world needs a solution. But I don't need the world's... Oh, cookies to go with the tea. Let's see. They must be from that person who brought those somethings written on the box. We are proud to present this homage to the Fortress of Meropede's fun-filled mill collection system. Sounds like a dumb gimmick to me. Be early to bed and early to rise. Get plenty of... What? Are you kidding me? Somehow I doubt that an early night and a glass of water is magic...
Lady Arlecchino, word has reached us that Lady Marionette's troops are all in position.
Excellent.
The only thing is, they are fewer in number than we expected. It looks like many of them must have lost their lives.
Can't be helped. Allow them to join our ranks.
As you wish.
It's been a while, Arlecchino. You look well. Did Dottore really have to build his lab right on the sole path between Snezhnaya and Nodcry?
Sounds like an arduous journey. I assume you've brought work.
Of course, all part of the job. Firstly, the Tsaritsa has authorized Fatui Internal Affairs to review Dottore's case. They will reach a formal verdict on whether he has turned traitor, and while they're working on that, I've been ordered to come and receive the
They're nearby. My team will escort you to them.
Great. Aside from that, Her Majesty has a message for you and Sandrone personally.
She stayed behind to work since I was making the trip anyway. It seemed sensible to have one person on standby at base.
All right, guess that's just how she rolls. In that case, tell her that the Tsaritsas decree this. Still, I wonder what... What, did one of our troops turn into a monster?
Take him out.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Everlasting as the moon! Laid bare.
You're mine. Yeah. You've gotten stronger, Arlecchino. Nice.
Stop that right now. I appreciate the praise, but I am not fighting you today.
I knew it. No time to lose.
Transfixed!
I can't believe it. He was a living, breathing human one moment.
Another fine piece of work by our dear Carl.
What in the world has been going on?
A lot. But long story short, Dottore stole 2 moon marrows that should have belonged to Columbina, then built a third—
What? What do you mean he built a moon marrow? People build roads and houses, not moon marrows.
You could stand to be less surprised. We are harbingers. The work we are engaged in makes the creation of gods. I tell everyone who asks that you once crossed swords with Rex Lapis while serving as a key supporter for Rosaline's plan. But right now—
Thanks for speaking up for me. Those 2 really took me for a ride. Then again, surely no common adventurer would manage to get tangled up with them.
It almost sounds like you wish to repeat the experience.
No. I'll stop talking.
Dottore is currently still experimenting with his newfound power. As for the human mutation, I believe this is simply a consequence of his experiments. That radiant beast was once a subordinate of Sandrone's. I suspect he was only allowed to live so that he could become— Also, those of us who fought Dottore have been afflicted with a—
This is so much worse than I thought. No wonder, while these exceptional circumstances persist, the Harbingers are hereby authorized to use unilateral executive powers.
My thanks to Her Majesty.
Her Majesty has also declared that she will refrain from launching an attack on the now evacuated Nodcry due to the presence of unretrieved—
A wise decision.
By the way, how's my old partner doing?
Partner? You mean the Traveler? I'm afraid I have bad news. She was captured after our failed assault on Dottore.
What? Why? Since when does Dottore have a bone—
That is indeed the question. I'm not sure he does. He must—
This won't do. I have to rest—
You can't. We have no idea where the
What am I supposed to do then? Stand here twiddling my—
Sandrone is working on it. The best thing you can do right now is—
Fine. I guess I'll leave this to you then.
One last thing. Tell the Rooster to get the message out to the gods and citizens of every nation in Teyvat. Beware. An uncontrollable— The source of that pollution is a madman drunk on the success of his experiments. The Fatu— However, if Nodcry falls, things are likely to escalate. Considering Dottore is one of our own, all Fatui stationed in Nodcry consider it our duty to stay and fight him to the bitter end. What happened?
Hey, don't be too pessimistic. If it comes to it, I'm sure Her Majesty won't stand by.
I hope you're right.
You're right on time.
Thanks. Hey, do you think I'll get that gliding exam? I made sure I was on my best behavior in Mondstadt. I landed well outside the city and—
I'll help you apply, don't worry. For now, let's see what we have here.
What are the Doctor's energy fields even made from? The usual attract and repel principles that govern Kuvaki—
They are very mysterious. But ultimately, thanks to research by Master in the Hexen Circle, we know that Teyvat's 7 elements are derived from the more primordial power of the Light Realm, which is antagonistic with the power of the Void Realm. Since you have the power of the Dragon Durin within you, I'm sure you can already tell that this energy field contains no abyss—
That's true. It's not abyssal energy.
I've been thinking about something. Do you still remember the device that Dory supplied from the Academia That was one of the most marvelous feats of ingenuity I've ever seen. The design, not to mention the operating principles. Surely the most ingenious feature of all. Dory didn't go into detail on how it... The clue was that Miss Columbina was somehow able to use the pyro energy that you provided. Despite the fact that, as a moon goddess, she should only be able to use light realm energy in principle. Now, all elemental energy is, of course, derived from light realm energy to begin with. Hence, I suspect that the device works by restoring elemental... This presumes a theoretical model of the 7 elements akin to that of light refracted through a prism. Perhaps it is no mere analogy. I almost wonder if the idea for the device was conceived based on direct observations of said prism. It would explain. It is at once a masterwork of engineering and a ground. I suspect only Lesser Lord Kusanali herself could have devised such an ambitious... But back to the energy field before us. If this is pure light realm energy, its relation to elemental energy is one of integration versus division. Or you could say that Could this mean that elemental energy can dilute the power of the light realm?
Should we give it a try?
We should.
Ha! It works!
Clear signs of disruption were detected at the periphery of the energy field. This indicates that elemental energy can disturb... Now you try.
All right. It's working!
Switch to abyssal energy and attack again. No surprises there. Abyssal power drains the energy field to a significantly greater extent. I now feel confident in asserting that the energy field is indeed pure light realm energy.
But the energy field is huge. How much elemental energy...
We don't have to neutralize it completely. That's all for theory. Would you like to...
So you knew I was here?
Huh? When did you get here?
A while ago. But Albedo sounded like he was working on his thesis defense back there. Back in Sumeru.
Very thoughtful of you. I'm truly touched. Could I ask you to...
With what?
A little test. Try using Anemo to unleash a concentrated assault with circular blades. With a...
Nice! This time it tore through the field.
Tremendous.
Should we go through?
We probably shouldn't risk having mutually antagonistic energies in such close proximity. Durin, you stay here and watch the entrance. Hat Guy and I will go in to investigate.
Sounds sensible to me. Keep your eyes peeled, Durin.
Don't worry, I got this. You two be careful and...
What do you mean?
It's based on a new alchemical concoction I developed last month. When 2 bottles of it are smashed on the ground together, they emit a blinding burst of light.
Glad I asked.
Like I thought. Beyond a certain distance, we can't see the opening where we came in. Maybe that's to prevent people from escaping.
Sounds like Dottore style to me. Not much has changed. Things are basically the same here as they were before the energy field appeared.
They have no heartbeats and they're not breathing. We can only assume they're dead. But they're also... There's an...
It's watching us. That's not an animal's gait.
What are you trying to tell us?
Doesn't seem eager to talk. I guess maybe it's just an animal after...
Let's keep looking around.
Same situation everywhere. Not a living soul in sight.
Well, I think we can safely rule out the possibility that...
Is skirting around the topic your way of showing consideration?
Just being cautious.
us. Please.
Over there, I hear a voice.
Please. Help us.
What happened here?
I don't know. Suddenly, everyone collapsed. I still have some of my senses left.
It looks like there's a huge experiment going on inside this energy field. Maybe each energy field is its own giant experiment.
He's swapping human minds with those of animals. Even without the other circumstances, those people may have lost their sense of selves, but they are not fully animals either. If they were, they would have left. But instead...
We should go. No sense in sticking around here longer than we...
Agreed.
Behold! Ah, you're back! Everything okay?
We saw some things that take a strong stomach. Otherwise...
We should share our findings with the others.
Yes? Who is it?
Miss Nefer, it's me, Albedo. We found a way to break through the energy fields. With enough control, it's possible to tear them up. Also, we managed to take a look inside. Dottore is carrying out his cruel experiments on an immense scale.
Sounds like he's living down to our
Might I ask how things are proceeding on your end?
I'm just about to get started. I'll be in touch once...
Understood.
I will.
Well, Nefer, I'll link up with you once my task...
What makes you think I'd need you to do...
I'll need it. And considering the way you approach certain matters, I think you'll be better off with...
Let's begin. Entering simulation mode. A vast wasteland. Is this the I was expecting something more... Wait. Someone's there.
What are you looking at? In that case, I'll look at it with you. I want to know all about everything you've seen and experienced. Is there somewhere I should return to? Or should I stay here and be the hero everyone says I am? I don't dislike my current life. Roaming the land, fighting battles, accomplishing missions, earning a... I guess the only thing that's missing is that you're not here with me.
This is the conscious layer, which contains a person's true feeling.
I suppose anyone who lives long enough ends up wishing for someone who can't be there. Maybe...
Time to delve a little deeper.
Nasha Town is hardly the optimal choice for a place to live, but it has character and a reasonable population density.
What are you trying to say?
Oh, don't be nervous. I was just thinking where might make a good starting point for your journey. Perhaps I should send you further afield. Conria, perhaps.
Conria ceased to exist long ago.
Once again, you fail to understand the possibilities that the Tri-Lune creates. Anything, you simply do not wish to see that happen. That might be because you miss your sibling and fear getting answers that you are not ready to learn. If we are to collaborate, we need to maintain an amicable relationship. In a moment, you will be...
Oh no.
What are you... What are you gonna do?
Don't move. Something unwanted has crept into... Oh? Gone as quickly as it came.
Did you save me?
If I hadn't cut the connection, Dottore might have caught you from the other side and destroyed you. This was a good idea, but once is plenty. You were exceptionally brave. Excellent work.
Thanks, but now's not the time for that.
Albedo speaking.
I think I know where she is.
What is this? And I can't see anything. Even though what happened?
Ah, sorry about that. I take it you didn't notice. Just now, a friend of yours took a little peek into your mind.
Could it be Nefer? How did she do it? Did she use something as a medium to
Do you think she's aware of your current circumstances? Oh dear. Have I stunned you into silence? I only wanted to slow down your time a little so I could stop your intruder in her tracks. It would have been nice I must say, I'm finding the ability to adjust the flow of time rather intriguing. The moment you closed your eyes, time seemed to grow impossibly viscous, didn't it? A whole month passed before you opened your eyes again, but only for you. No one else was affected. I dare say this is something—
Point taken. You've proven once again that you have God-tier power.
Oh, you misunderstand. This wasn't about proving a point. I was testing things out. I only wanted to make you sleep for a short while, but it ended up lasting a whole month. Clearly some finesses. I hope you're not angry with me. It was only a month's discrepancy, nothing too serious. Had I been off by a year, a decade, or even a century, that would have been quite a—
You could have frozen me for millions of years. So much for collaboration.
Millions of years? I wonder if you don't understand humans all that well. They are very pragmatic creatures who understand only that which they can perceive. If I had you sit here for a week, I imagine people might sympathize. But if I left you here for 100, 1,000, the sheer size of that number would cause it to lose all meaning to them. They would not have the capacity to comprehend your suffering, and thus they could— Unfortunately, while gods do exist in Teyvat, it is ordinary humans that their lifespans are so limited, their bodies so fragile. Your long life and unique origins make you fundamentally different from them. How long will it be before they— Even I feel bad for you sometimes. This world has made you into a slave. So many times you have been treated most— I can change that. I will grant you special—
I've entered the past 3 times at this point, but I still have so many questions. For instance, beyond each point being further back in time than the last, what determines the specific locations at which I can make entry? So far, the common thread linking all 3 scenarios is that the Traveler has been present, but it's more than that. I know I sensed something familiar around her. I'll keep this question in mind as I care.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor—
This looks like Star Sand Shoal. Was this before Rerir regained his physical form?
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry.
The cannon. That's right. I was at Silvermoon Hall and I sensed an abnormal Kuvagi fluctuation coming, and right after that came an ominous power emanating from—
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself.
I wonder if I could try to prevent his resurrection, but how would I do it? What can I—
Traveler, behind you! Look at that light!
No, I won't make it in time. She's using the Kuvaki shield like I taught her. Is she gonna use it to block the cannon's beam? She's strong. I'm sure she can manage. But the force released when the beam impacts the shield might lead to collateral... Easy Island. The Frost Moon Scions will be exposed to...
A question, if I may. Kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked. Did you...
Maybe that really was me after all. Well, future me. But I don't know if I have enough power.
Sigi sato pasa sais, niti ipotuftos.
There's no time.
Osestikos paratin tirantu risuiku.
I have to make it. Oh, Frost Moon. Oh, great land. Oh, slumbering moonlight of Nodcry. If you can hear me, if you can sense my call, then please, heed me once more! Did it work?
Hey, wake up. Hey, did you hear me? Columbina, I said wake up. Now?
Oh, good morning, Sandrone.
It's 3 in the afternoon, actually. And could you kindly not use my quarters as your personal nap room now?
Aww, but I feel so safe here. And your coffee, right? It's so bitter, but it...
It's like you were raised by wolves in a forest or something. What did you drink growing up? Grass, tea?
The Frost Moon Scions certainly led a more frugal existence than the...
Then I'll bet you've never eaten one of these before.
It smells delicious.
That's because it's a Fontanian recipe. I had a little free time today. Rosaline will be here shortly, but if you really can't wait, I guess you can... Hey, at least let me finish before you start eating! Or did the rules not apply to you because you're the high and mighty moon goddess?
These are so tasty.
Of course they are. I made them.
I was worried they might contain traces of machine oil.
What? You know, there's something I've always wanted to ask you. Why did you leave your old home and join the Fatui? I mean, I'm sure their food was awful. But there's gotta be more to it than that.
Well, life there didn't go quite how I imagined.
What were you expecting? You're a god. Your followers are gonna make some demands of you. Surely you can just answer a few prayers here and there in return for the free food and drink.
Well, would you help other people just for free food and drink? The doctor told me that you were created by a great mechanic. Lord something Fisher.
The Lord Artificer. Ugh, some people can't keep their
Oh, Lord Artificer. And didn't he have something to do with the...
Not Sitzenkreuz Ordo.
Yes, that was it. Nartitzenkreuz...
You must be joking. I wouldn't go even if they paid...
Exactly. Well, I felt the same way. I did not know the people who made...
What do you know? We're on the same page for one. In his later years, Alain did ask me if there was anything I wanted to do. If I had any wishes of my own.
Who's Alain?
He was the... You know what? Never mind. You're not gonna remember. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, let me ask you this. What sort of place would you like to live in?
A place where people don't ask me for things I cannot give them. Where they don't worship me or fear me. But I'd also like the freedom to come and go as I please. And ideally, it would be somewhere with the smell of coffee and...
Not to burst your bubble, but no such place exists in the world. Now, take your snacks and scram.
Did I pass out? Of course. I'm back here again. I dreamed of events from my past. Sandrone, I miss you all back there. I guess I managed to harness all the Kuvaki energy on Hisi Island. But how did I do it? Time is flowing backwards here. And I can use that familiar power to enter the world of the past. That mystery ally everyone talked about. I can sense that there isn't much more power remaining up ahead. What lies at the end of all of this? Will time keep... and will I ever find my way back? It's getting harder and harder to use my power. I'm no match for the Abyss in this state. I need to avoid the contaminated fragments. Time to go. I wonder where I'll find myself this time. The Final Night Cemetery. This is where Flint's is based.
Or not! How are we supposed to read through the—
Difficult, yes. But it is also our most efficient
Seems like they're searching for information. Oh, was this my doing?
To expose the true intentions of this Rarir, we need to dive into Notcry's history.
Are my actions changing the past? Or are they simply completing a process? Is all of this inevitable? Or am I the one making these decisions? If I choose not to help them now, will it change how things
Hope we don't land on our heads then.
They're my friends. I can't not help them.
Ghost!
And the other one was... here.
Hey! Another file's moving!
That should do it. Luanatar? You can sense my presence? Wait! Luanatar. So she's that familiar presence I've been sensing all along. She's always been by the Traveler's side. That explains why the Traveler has been there each time I've entered the... But why Luanatar? Is it because she has a connection to me as the Moon Goddess's familiar? That's... I cannot sense any power up ahead. Just a void, stretching out into infinity. This is likely my final chance to enter the past. It's now or never. I have to find a way back. Hisi Island? How far back in time is... Where's Luanatar? I can't sense her presence this time.
Seeing Enefa and Aino reunited like that, sure.
No. Stay calm. I don't have much power left to change things. Think, Columbina. A way back. To where do I? Go back to Moonprayer Night? Or to the future that followed? And if I return in my current state, what will become of me then? Dotori's actions that day proved that he'd been planning that for a long time. He had already seized the power of 2 moon marrows before capturing me, even if I managed to get back. How can I fight against him when he wields the Tri-Lune Authority? I can't. If I go back like this, I'll be playing right into his hands. I have to find some way of rivaling the power he has usurped. Wait. Time flowing backwards. The Tri-Lune Does that mean... I think I know what the final destination... I know what I must do.
Speaking of homes, we must already be close to where the Frost Moon Scions live. The vibe here feels different.
But how do I communicate my plan to my friends? Should I write it down here? No. Someone else will see it. I need something with a close connection to me. Something I can use as a medium to tell them what's happened to me in here. Now it makes sense.
Sort of breeze blew by, and then the petals suddenly...
It was I who brought Luanatar into being. I gave up a piece of my own soul to create her. That's why I could sense a familiar power from the moment I entered this space. It also explains why she's been present in every past location that I've entered, because we have a deep connection.
Hey there! What's your name?
And the reason why there are no more gates to the past after this point is that Luanatar hadn't been born then. No wonder I sensed the trace of a blessing when we first met. But I still didn't recognize the soul hidden within you. Back then, I was just a little lost dove. I had yet to become Columbina Hyposelenia.
Go on now. We've got stuff to do. Best you find someone else to hang out with.
Hey, you scared it off.
I'll be counting on you. Remember to stay by the traveler's side, guide her, and help her in my stead. Oh, and bring her to the garden where the Moonprayer blossoms grow. There's a little lost dove there who will need her help. Go on. You too. Go and live your story. As for mine must go in a different direction.
How would you like to experience the thrill of never being held accountable for your actions? You could crush people like ants without consequence. Believe me, such a life is but one small step away.
What point is he trying to make? Freedom? Why would you offer me that?
The creation of a world is the ultimate scientific experiment. I have taken my research to the highest level, where I shall be not just a god, but also a servant to many sacred spirits. A god's laboratory is the perfect playground. But mortals are found everywhere one looks. Not so with Descenders. I'd prefer my first guess.
So the condition for entering the new world is to take innocent lives. Could I really bring myself to kill others for my own benefit?
Have you made up your mind?
I can't do it. Your playground is no place for me. You're putting your hopes in the wrong person. But we both know I'm not quite the hero you say I am either.
You've grown a lot since we last met. But there are still things you are unwilling to compromise on. Why don't I lower my requirements a little as a gesture of goodwill? I'll give you a little time to learn to be a less noble soul.
I really doubt I could.
And yet you already sound less defiant than a moment ago. The benefits appeal to you because you can read the signs. Why don't we return to my research facility? Your last visit was so rushed. Now to that question,
Heroes don't attack from behind. Guess I'm no hero.
This is most disappointing. Now then. A new face. Interesting.
You're still gonna call me Hat Guy after that, huh? I didn't see anyone else in there who needed saving. It's nothing. Why are you looking at me like that? Is it that shocking that I'd come to your rescue? I owed you a favor back in Sumeru. Distracting Dottore was tough. He's not gonna fall for the same trick twice. That was my one shot. I'd hoped to use it to take him. I never wanted to obliterate someone more than I do right now. Dottore doesn't recognize me, but his segments were originally made based on an analysis of my operational principles. I expect it's only a matter of time before he figures out.
So Dottore doesn't recognize Wanderer because he deleted himself from Irminsul. Did he really miss his only chance for revenge by saving?
Why the long face? Hey, and I'm not complaining either. Rescuing you and killing Dottore are equally important. Everyone would be pretty stuck without you. It's best you live to fight another day.
How are you holding up? Are you up? Hat Guy said to put safety first, so we agreed to run as far away as we could after leaving the energy field.
You don't look injured. It seems that Dottore didn't do anything to you.
All right. Rescue operation complete. There's a lot more work to be done before this is over.
Understood. I don't see what's so awesome about it, though. Does he really think everyone else is as immature as him? I'm not stooping to Tartaglia's level.
I thought you might say, how's your progress?
Quite promising, actually. That alchemist. Remember how I asked you to look up some files for me? That stuff on the Nachtschitzenkreuz Institute. Alan Giltan despised Renee's theories and methods, but he never managed to come up with better alternatives either. So I
thought Alain was like a father to you.
And what would you say if Lenny and his friends one day learned something useful from someone you utterly detested?
I would applaud them for it. That would mean that they have surpassed me.
For all we know, Alain Giltan might have thought the same thing. Not that it matters, though. He's dead, and I'm alive. So it's, Mike, once you die, it doesn't matter how great you were in life.
Hey, come on out. They're back.
Huh? You're back? And your head's still screwed on?
What does it look like? Way to keep your composure, madam.
Excuse you. I am perfectly composed.
Glad you're okay.
Yes, it's a huge relief.
Worry? Oh, yeah, right. You think we, the Fatui, were worried about you?
We were worried sick.
Hey!
The Traveler and I were already friends. You are free to join this mission in whatever capacity you please. Much like your tea parties.
It's a laugh a minute with you guys.
I must say, I was quite surprised when Mr. Albedo told me he would need no additional aid.
We discussed this on our way back as well. I am rarely so unequivocal, but in this case, we had full confidence in Hat Guy.
He said he knew what he was doing. Albedo and I pretty much had to just wait outside on standby. Meanwhile, Hat Guy broke into the energy field and rescued the Traveler solo.
You didn't have to mention that.
Well, I'm thoroughly impressed. You are a force to be reckoned with.
Is she back? Is she really back? Traveler! It's really you! Oh, thank goodness!
You can finally breathe.
It's great to have you back in one piece! Oh, Paimon's been having nightmares the whole time you were gone! Look at them. You know, once you reach my age, there's nothing better than watching a misty-eyed reunion between friends.
It's nothing. Same goes when you get to my age, too. I bet I know an Anefa would—
Varka, I'm not sure Anefa can cry.
Oh, yeah, good point. Hey, your eyes are looking a little red and puffy. Come here, let's hug it out.
What? Ew, no! No, thank you. You're not my dad, okay? Knock it off!
Everyone, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. But while I was being held captive, I learned a lot about Dottoro's current capabilities and what he plans to do with them.
The three moon goddesses were even more powerful than we imagined. No wonder Dottore believes himself to be equal to the gods, maybe even superior.
Utter blasphemy.
While everyone was gone, Nefer and I made an interesting discovery, and I believe Miss Sandrone has something to share too. Ma'am?
called it. Getting rid of a pesky troublemaker like her is like trying to clean up after a crumbly cake. It always comes back to haunt you.
Our next step is to find a way to bring her back.
A place where time flows backwards, with no destination in sight. Surely it must have been created for a specific purpose. But I fear the answers are buried deep in Tevat's history, held by great powers beyond our reach.
It sounds like she's on a specific path through time, just traveling in the opposite direction to us. The question is, where does that path lead? Or will it keep going to infinity?
We considered that question as well. Strictly speaking, time is not infinite.
Indeed not. Every road has an end.
Nicole! You sure loved quietly sneaking in mid-conversation.
I do, in fact. It's something I've always done at our mages' tea parties. Quiet. You wonder what lies at the end of her road. Well, just as the world has a beginning and an end, so too does time. And so, the end of the road is the moment that Tevat was born. But where Miss Columbina will end up along this road, that depends on where this particular river of reverse time...
What about the original moons and the moon goddesses? Do they have a beginning too?
All things do. In the beginning, no moons adorned the sky. It was the Dragon King Nibelung who raised the 3 moons into the heavens, and thus were the moon goddesses born. They were shadows of the planet, born to wield Nibelung's authority and oversee the world on his behalf. They were extensions of his will, but then one day, they disappeared just as suddenly as they had once been brought into being.
Like I thought. No more paths back to reality have emerged since. But how can I be sure that I'm going the right way without scenes from reality to keep me on track? I can't even be sure of how long I've been walking for. The further I travel, the less stable this space becomes. There are even moments where I can sense something that feels like abyssal energy. They can just materialize out of thin air. I have to keep my wits about me. Is that the Rapier of Solnari?
You are the moon goddess. But how? Please, there's no need. I'm not interested in fighting any.
I find that a little difficult to believe.
Yeah. Honestly, so do I. The way you used my own power against me was... It was a brilliant strategy. And then, in the final moment before I was thrown into this space, I got to see an old friend.
Mr. Dainsleif.
Right. It was so long ago now. When I first got here, I was filled with hatred. How I cursed and devoured. I tore everything here apart. I was consumed by the desire to leave this place and have my vengeance, but to no avail. This is a place with no exit. This is the second time I've entered this space. Though I have no memory of the first. I was torn to shreds the moment I entered, but this time I survived. It must be partly because of this new body, And partly because of all the Kuvaki I absorbed.
Are you the source of the abyssal power in here?
Not all of it. Some is from when I first arrived here and tried to destroy everything. But there was already a degree of abyssal power here before I entered. And like a venomous snake baking in the merciless sun.
Tried to.
Yes. Because after that, the world suddenly became silent for a moment.
What do you mean?
The voices in my head. They were gone. And then I saw her.
Her?
Thelindis. My former love.
Never mentioned that she saw a memory of Thelindis leaping into the moon's reflection.
More precisely, I saw her after image. I'm sure the real her is long gone. She was just an ordinary Conrian. Anyway, why have you come here? Didn't you know?
If I hadn't escaped through the moon gate, my friends would have been in far greater danger.
No.
What?
You'd like to know how I know. The one who resurrected me said so. I could hear a deep lust for power in it.
Do you mean... Dottore?
Dottore. He'd been collecting fragments of my body for a long time. Also that he could resurrect me at the moment of his choosing. I had no interest in his research. But being as corroded by the abyss as I was, we were aligned as far as hunting the moons and recovering my strength were...
So that's why the Wild Hunt suddenly became so active in Nodcry. When I left the Fatui in my weakened state, Dottore must have felt that his time had come.
Moon Goddess, could I ask a favor of you?
What?
I know this is a lot to ask, especially from someone, but this is the only thing I desire now.
What do you want?
I'd like you to take a message to Thelindis for me.
Thelindis? But...
Yes, she's dead. But like I said, I can sense that some part of her soul remains here. Far...
Why don't you go and speak to her yourself?
I can't. I don't know why, but I can't move freely in this space as you can. All I can see is a glimpse of her, walking away. Just like the moment when I last saw her. In return, I will clear these abyssal obstacles for you. No, not in return. I'll clear them for you, whether you want to help me or not. Yeah. Why, indeed. I've been asking myself that question a lot recently. I'm tired of it all. Tired of the person I became. People used me. And then I turned around and started using others. I think I grew tired of it long ago.
What do you wish to tell her?
All of it. My past. My mistakes.
Is it okay if I give her the abridged version?
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty you can skip over. Just tell her the important parts. Whatever you think that means.
Like the part where you relentlessly tried to kill us?
It's up to you. Love demands honesty. But my relationship with Thelindis was built on lies. We hid too much from each other. But after living my whole life in the shadows...
I will do my best.
There. The Abyss will no longer stand in your...
Even though Mr. Dainsleif felt he had to fight you, I think he still regarded you as a friend. He said that you betrayed him, but he also felt great remorse at never having understood what you were truly...
Why tell me this?
Because... if he'd known that someone could take a message to you...
Thank you. I know this will sound strange coming from me, but... don't die, Moon Goddess.
He kept his word. The abyss is no longer obstructing my path. Is that the Lindis? She wasn't far off at all. And yet... Hello, Miss the Lindis.
Who are you? How do you know my name? I've never seen anyone else here before.
You can call me Columbina. I promised Rerir that I'd bring a message to you.
Rerir? My Rerir? Is he well?
He's doing better than he was.
Better than he was, huh? Sounds like he's had a
Others have had a rough time on his account too. In many cases, their time ran out because of him. And I'm not just talking about the children of the Crimson Moon.
So, things got worse before they got better.
Are you sure you wish to know?
Yes. This is my opportunity to learn the truth. No matter how hard it is to hear, I have to know.
I admire your courage. However, time is short. I cannot stay here for long. Rerir had seeds of hatred in his heart, and many people nursed them for their own ends. On some level, everything he did was to try and find a way to see you, but in the end, he came to regret his mistakes. Beyond that, he did not say specifically what it was he wished, but I'm sure that you've always been on his mind. You are what
I'm sorry, Miss Columbina. This is so upsetting.
It's all right. I understand. Well, that's everything from me.
Wait. One moment. Time flows backwards here. The road ahead only leads further and further into the past.
I know. I intend to reach the end of that road.
Without a moon marrow, without the 3 moons' power, you won't make it far.
You could say that.
I see. I often think to myself, if life is like a train ride, why haven't I reached the terminus? Where am I even going? And it's not just me. It's this whole place. Wherever it is, it seems like it's existed forever. It's such a mystery. I must seem so ridiculous. I can't answer these basic questions, and yet I jumped right in here without hesitating, only to be torn apart the moment I entered by powerful energy currents. Thinking back, I was suddenly overcome with fear and terror in that moment. Perhaps I too became bewitched by the abyss. I may have been the leverage it needed to control. I used to be a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum in Conria, researching the iridescent moon's marrow. Eventually, Rerir was one of the Vinster King's retainers. With me, he was in an impossible position. I wanted to help him escape his lot in life. I wanted him to be happy, so I thought I'd use this place to return to the past. At the time, I thought I could just go back to the day that the Vinster King first found the prince. It was only after meeting the prince that the Vinster King started going too far with his research into the abyss. That was the day all of our woes began.
I couldn't kill the Vinster King himself, so I had to find another way to save Rerir. That's why I wanted to go back, to kill the person who had brought new possibilities to our—
I'm sure it was a futile endeavor, but the abyss probably enhances the basest human desires. But I was simply too weak. Like a speck of dust against the whole universe. Look at me. I didn't even survive the journey here. I know I'm never getting out of here. But you're different. You can make it, and I want to help you.
How do you plan to help me?
Have you noticed the golden energy that exists? Based on my past research and my observations since I can share what I've learned, and help you understand the pattern in which this— I think you just might— Now, I know. Also, I've been speculating about where this space ends. The documentation was scanned, but from what I know of the legends about the moons, The oldest ones seem to begin with Nibelung, king of Dragon. I have no way of verifying any of it by this point. But if it's true, you might be able to reach that era if you keep walking.
Understood. Thank you.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. If you hadn't entered this realm of everlasting death, what use would my deductions be? Thanks to you, they have some meaning. About Rayrir, I'm so...
It wasn't your fault.
That's not true. Because we both feared bringing trouble upon each other, neither of us ever told the truth. And that dishonesty sealed... But enough about that. I wish you a safe journey. And may the outside world never have to experience pain like this again. Rayrir, you're there, aren't you? I cannot see you, because you exist in the future. I expect we'll be trapped in this prison of space-time for all eternity. But please, gaze upon the past, and then sit for a while. Let's find a place to sit down together, just like we did when we first met.
How long have I been walking? How much further till I reach the end? Is there even an end to be found? Everything's getting blurry. Huh? Are you all right, little sister? Have you come from the distant future?
So, how exactly did the moons just disappear? Shouldn't it be a little harder to get rid of...
The world is a vast and ancient place. On a certain scale, all life lasts for but a fleeting moment.
Miss Nicole explained that the moon goddesses likely perished in the War of Funerary Flame. The moons themselves were also destroyed at that time, save for the Frost Moon, from which a new moon goddess was...
Am I missing something then? 'Cause the stories say that the moon goddesses were born on the moon, but
Why do their birthplaces differ? What's the difference between the two generations of moon?
Also, remember what Sandrone said? Her scans detected 4 moons. In other words, 4 moon marrows.
Technically, the result of the scan means that 4 moon marrows were detected and positively identified as moons in other words. This piece of information alone isn't enough for us to know how Miss
Yep. We have no way of staying up to date on whether she's dead or alive.
But at least she's trying her best to get back to us.
Yeah. She's a tough cookie. And a sore loser, too. We have to trust that she'll find a way. As much as it pains me to say it, we've got no chance of beating Dottore in a straight-up fight. He's much too powerful. That maniac is going to devour everything in his path until he reaches us. We need to find someone. I'll be frank. Our only hope of defeating this false god is with a real moon goddess on our side. I'm not just saying this because Columbina's... And I know that even she was no match for him when he attacked, but...
We're not giving up on saving her. Whether she...
Right. Don't worry, Miss Sandrone. We're all aligned up.
No one's trying to argue that we can only justify saving our friend because it will help save the world. This is about multitasking.
So... she's more than just a moon goddess?
Absolutely.
Duh! She's part of the gang! And you are too, you know.
Yes, I know. You don't need to labor the point. I knew that the moment I came running over with my documents that I was part of the in-group. I mean, anyway, as for how we get Columbina back, I've been working on it constantly. But I think I'm still lacking certain information about the moon. I'd probably get there if I could continue my calculations, but...
Computing power?
You mean no, the issue isn't energy, it's processing power.
That's a tricky problem.
René de Petrichor of the Nazissenkreuz Ordo once foretold the fate of the world. But I don't know how he did it. However, that won't work for me. His methodology was vastly different from my own. What's worse, they're incompatible. And to top it all off, we can't even leave Nodcry. Ugh, this is so annoying. If I'd known we'd run into a bottleneck like this. Well, no, the design bureau's a bust as well. Curse that Dottore!
Oh, what do we do then? How about we grab a bite to eat and take a
You don't get it, do you? And I need accurate results, not big prophecies. Ahem. Anyway, time to shelve the discussion on technical difficulty.
Either way, we've done what we can.
Hat guy? Is he hinting that we should talk outside?
Let's go somewhere a little more private. You know that Dory went back to Sumeru.
Yeah. She mentioned she was planning to head back.
Things aren't looking good for Nodcry. She's gone to spread the word so that Sumeru has a chance to prepare for the worst. From what I know of Dottore, there are two possible reasons why he hasn't made a move yet. One is that he's still working through some kinks in his new powers. The other is, he wants to see he'll easily devour everything eventually. So I guess he's in no rush to make. The first false god he made was me. Now it's his turn. Even though my records were erased from Irminsul, Dottore's ideas haven't. He once told me that becoming a god was like turning yourself into a hungry wolf or giant serpent to devour the moon. Clearly, he began studying the moon goddess's powers long before he even tried making a god. He's always wanted to get his greedy hands on divine authority one way or another. In the desert of Sumeru, there is a chessboard built by King Deshret, also known as Al-Ahmar. I don't know if it was a real game, but creating games and setting rules. Gods do that as a matter of course. Now he has the Trilunar Authority. His power is leagues beyond the common people. I don't think there's any point in other nations rushing to the front line. They're better off either way. Dory will inform Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she will contact the Seven. Will have some recourse available. If nothing else, their protection should keep the rest of the world from descending into chaos as quickly as Nodcry has. So on the bright side, even if Nodcry is doomed, your friends in other nations won't be in any immediate.
That's good to know. But I'm not ready to give up on Nodcry yet.
There's a word for people who refuse to let anything go.
Maybe it sounds greedy to you, and probably naive too. But whatever you call it, battles are fleeting. But the will to fight is a long-term commitment. Give up for even a moment.
Why do you always feel the need to do the right thing? I mean, who's gonna criticize you if you fail or give up?
Don't take this the wrong way, but Dottore said something similar to me.
Not necessarily. It's less about belief for me. I just want to know how determined you really are. After all, I don't owe anything to anyone else here. Only you.
You look kinda worried.
If your arch-nemesis was about to achieve their ultimate goal, I think you might feel a little worried too.
That's true. Dottore is about to become an omniscient, omnipotent deity. That's gotta be a bitter... Still, you're calmer than I expected.
Obviously, I have to admit that my past self was a reckless fool who misunderstood not only the point of revenge, but how to achieve it. And as much as I want my vengeance, I know I'm not gonna get it by acting alone. If the world's taught me anything, it's to think before I act. Too bad it never taught me any other virtues, though.
So, what's your plan?
I'll get to that. First, tell me, what do you think of Sandrone?
Just like Paimon said, she's a friend, part of—
How much do you trust her? This is a serious question.
Although she's with the Fatui, she has her own values, and she's helped— I see no reason not to trust her.
If you say so. In that case, the three of us need to talk. It can be solved, but it will come with a cost.
How much? If I can afford it—
Sometimes your heroism really backs me into a corner. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Miss Androne, Traveler.
Hey there.
Paimon's here too! She was just helping them sort through their things. How did your chat go?
That was fast.
Well, you said it was urgent, so we got here as quickly as we could.
Albedo, I have some alchemy questions for you.
I see. Looks like my knowledge proved useful after all. If I might ask, what is the end goal for the modified form?
I needed to predict the future of the entire world. But I've run into some teething issues since trying to implement Renee's theory of the 4 Orthants.
I see. I'll have a look at it. Still, computing power is the real issue here. How do you plan to solve it?
About that, it's been sorted.
Oh, with the Traveler's help?
Actually, you're not wrong. She found the person with the solution.
Was it Hat Guy?
Yeah, it was—
Wow! Go, Hat Guy!
But where is he? Wasn't he the one who asked how—
Come with me.
Hat Guy?
Hat Guy! Can you hear us? No response. I guess he's in hibernation.
Hat Guy mentioned that he was a puppet. It seems that his functions are currently shut down. I presume this has something to do with the solution to your—
That's right. He and the Traveler came to see me. Wait, what? You have a solution?
Would you calm down? Why do you always react so hysterically?
Excuse me? How would you know? You shouldn't be so quick to judge complete—
Oh, please. It doesn't take that long to figure out that you have a temper.
Where does a mere student get that kind of confidence?
I've actually published more papers than you. Not that status counts for much. Even Paimon's applied for academia admission.
Huh? Are you serious?
See? This is why I can't be bothered to explain myself.
Okay, fine. I'll hear you out. So, tell me, how do you propose to solve my computing power problem?
This world itself is constantly processing all kinds of information. If it's the world's future you're trying to calculate, you need a processing device that's designed to cope with that volume.
Easier said than done. Only Irminsul can handle that kind of— Wait, is that what you're suggesting? But surely—
You should be able to tell that I'm not human, right?
Yeah, I noticed. The technology, though, seems pretty ancient. Very different from Fontaine's.
Conrian, to be precise. I'm what they would have called a puppet. Puppets need an energy source and processing power. The artisans who built them sought out the materials most suited for that purpose.
You? Do you mean...
The Traveler and I have talked it over. She's willing to vouch for you. So, I'll allow you to borrow my core for your calculations. It was built using wood from a silver-white tree, which...
Conrian technology and Irminsul wood. Who in the world could have built you? Are you sure about this? A puppet without its core will cease functioning completely. And if it's left in that state for too long, it might not recover. You could die if you do this. You do...
I can put 2 and 2 together. Yes. No need to rub it in.
I won't lie to you. This has never been done before. I cannot guarantee your safety.
Doesn't matter. I'm prepared for the worst.
Did you two actually talk this through? Is he... Are we really considering this?
Yes, we discussed it. The bottom line is, he trusts me and I trust you. Let's give it a shot, shall we?
Honestly, I have no clue where this kid even came from. But for whatever reason, he lent me his core to use in my formula. I'm very close to finishing my calculations now, and the core is currently in use. So I'm sorry, but I can only show you a sketch right now. This is what the core looks like.
A silver-white branch. It certainly matches the legends told about Irminsul.
Is Hat Guy gonna be okay?
He's not gonna die, right? Right?
In theory, he should be fine. As long as we put his core back in time. Beyond that, all I can say is that I'll try my best to avoid risk and make sure the core doesn't sustain any damage.
I think I know why you called us here now. Someone needs to watch over his body and make sure it's protected until the process completes.
Correct. He said that the only ones he trusts here are you two, and the Traveler. And the Traveler will have other work to do.
He will have our undivided attention.
Aw, Hat Guy.
On a more positive note, things are progressing steadily on my end. I'll call everyone in for a meeting once the results are out.
The worst case scenario with the core removal is either a system reset or a total loss of function. But I'm not afraid. A core is completely different from a heart. It's like another vital organ entirely. I never believed it could be a true replacement for what I sought. But in the end, it turns out the core was more useful to me. Pretty funny when you think about it. It's like the punchline of my entire life. Do you think there's any difference between a puppet and a human? If not, then this would just be another samsara. I have already experienced both a past life and a next life. Part of me wonders whether I'm only capable of making this decision because I've become a real human.
Sanjoni will succeed, won't she?
She will. We all have to persevere until this is over.
That's right. And I'll protect you all until the moment of victory arrives.
Who are you? Call me Sonnet. You have the same power as Canon.
Sonnet. So, you're the goddess of the iridescent moon.
Oh, goodness. You
recognize me? Well then, what's your name?
Columbina. Columbina Hyposelenia.
Hyposelenia? What a lovely name.
It was a joint effort between me and my friends.
Friends? You mean your friends in the heavens?
Huh?
Oh, sorry. You must be exhausted. I apologize. Hang in there. Let me introduce you to my older sisters.
Do you mean the other two moon goddesses? Arya and Canon?
Wow, you sure know a lot. Hey, does that mean that our story goes on into the future? Oh, I guess that wasn't the best question to ask. It's alright. We were prepared for that possibility. You could say we were too prepared. I can't even remember how long my sisters and I have been here by this point. When did you get here? How long has it been?
I can't say for sure, but it feels like it's been forever.
I see. Are you feeling alright? You look a little unwell.
I can hold out a while longer.
We don't have far to go. The place where my sisters and I are based is just up ahead. Don't worry, they're both really nice. I'll introduce you. Sisters! I'm back! And look who I've brought with me! It's our lovely little sister, born in the far future.
The pleasure is all mine.
Allow me to introduce you to Columbina Hyposelenia. This is Arya, the goddess of the eternal moon. And this is Canon, goddess of the frost moon. Canon, don't you think Hyposelenia's power is similar to yours?
Hello, Columbina. I apologize for our startled reaction just now. And please, forgive our little sister if she's been annoying you. She tends to talk a lot.
It's fine.
You seem shy. Don't worry, Columbina Hyposelenia. No one can hurt you here.
Could you tell me where here is? Please. I must know.
My dear sister, this is where Tevat's original ruler, the Dragon King Nibelung, imprisoned the moon goddesses.
What? You're scaring her, Canon.
No, I'm fine. Please, continue.
Nibelung, our original master, created us in the distant past to maintain Tevat.
But he left this world and traveled into the dark universe beyond, to explore worlds vaster still.
Day and night, we fulfilled our duty in the heavens, until the day that the first Descender arrived.
The great ruler of the firmament.
The heavenly principles.
Is that what later generations call them? I see. But we did not reject them at first, nor did they seem to harbor ill intent towards this world. We coexisted in peace. They were like a guest in our home.
Slowly, however, we came to realize that our guest had a growing desire to change and dominate the world.
And you didn't stop it?
No. There was an order to the rules they set up that Nibelung never taught us. We wanted to know if this order would bode good or ill for Teyvat. All right. Canon and I wanted to know. Sonnet was against it from the outset.
Later, we discovered that this great ruler of the firmament bore an almost paranoid hostility toward the desire of certain life forms to seek power. Or perhaps they feared them. They would even cast down celestial nails as manifestations of their power.
Only this was far beyond mere punishment.
Right. Their rules brought order, but the price people paid for merely testing the limits of those rules was I did everything in my power to help the punished escape catastrophe, but still, too many lives were lost.
The ancestors of the Frost Moon Scions were some of the ones you helped.
But just when we had decided to take countermeasures, the Dragon King, Nibelung, returned.
And so began the War of Funerary Flame.
So, that's the name the world gave that war in the
Well, who won in the end?
As far as I know, the Heavenly Principles won, although it came at a great cost. They remained in Teyvat, where they continue to rule to this day, and the world's original master, the Dragon King Nibelung, was destroyed.
And what of the moons? Are there still 3 moons in Teyvat's skies?
You can tell us the truth, Columbina. We know we are but remnants of a bygone age. We are prepared for the answer.
Only the Frost Moon remains. But it has been cast beyond the false firmament by the Heavenly Principles. The eternal and iridescent moons were both shattered during the war.
So death finally came for us in the end.
Sonnet.
But you're still here.
A moon goddess cannot live without her moon, Columbina.
She's right. That's why I began to disappear. Because the Frost Moon is cut off by the false sky. How much worse it would have been if it were outright destroyed.
Our souls may endure within this lunar palace, but if our moons are destroyed,
then we shall disappear the moment we depart from it.
I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize to us, dear sister. If anything, we owe the world an apology. If only we'd decided to act sooner, rather than arguing amongst ourselves.
All the more reason not to spend this time in regret and repentance. Instead, we should focus our efforts on how we might help our future sister.
Sorry?
Don't you see, Columbina, your story is not yet over. Is that not why you are here?
It's done. Initiate numerological array. Continue running primary process. Calculate the world's fate through extrapolation. And identify nodes of potential change. Secondary process? Scan for moons. Still 4. The number of moon marrows hasn't changed. Wait, let me think. Is it possible that there's something I've been misunderstanding about the moons all along? Variables. Variables in the world. I know where potential variables within the world come from. So what about the moons? Are there any variables there? Like their life or death, for instance. What if being alive or dead makes no difference to a moon? But that's so strange. Even immortal gods can die. Why would the moons alone be... Wait! I've got it! If alive or dead is considered a variable, we might have had this wrong the whole time. No one ever said that a moon marrow equals a living moon. We just made that assumption ourselves. Initiate secondary process. Scan again. This time filtering out interfering perimeter, moon marrow. I don't care if they're natural or artificial. Get them out of my... Why? It says 3 moons still exist in Teyvat, even after excluding the moon marrows. But we know for a fact that 2 of them are dead. Redo the scan. Narrow the results to living moons and real moons. No, scrap that. Narrow it down to moons that have lunar authority and remain alive. Why? Why is it still 3? What is this, Columbina? Has the world lied to us? Or are you the one pulling the wool over our eyes?
So, you think that the moon's reflection might be where Nibelung imprisoned the Three Moon Sister?
Yes, it would explain a lot, such as why that space would respond to a moon goddess's power, opening the moon gate at her command. It would also explain why Miss Columbina has been unable to leave, and why time flows in reverse there.
In the messages she sent, Columbina promised us she'd find a way to return.
The fact that she still has yet to reappear in this world indicates that returning from that place is no easy feat. We cannot afford to simply wait for her.
So you're saying, if she could return by her own power alone, she would have done so long ago?
Yes. She certainly wouldn't leave it to this late stage when it's so touch and go. I've been giving this some thought, and I've come to believe that Luanatar might be an anchor that she left behind, as a sort of future waypoint. This could also explain why Luanatar is always by the Traveler's side.
Sounds like a plausible theory. If that's the case, there must be some criteria we need to fulfill to allow Columbina to return to the present. The question is...
Hello? Listen up! This is extremely important! Not only is Columbina alive, but she may well exist in a form unimaginable to us. I'm still unclear on the details, but she's done something truly inconceivable in the past. And the clue to what she's done lies in the moon and Tevat's sky.
Truly amazing. Oh, I'm so delighted.
I'm sure we all feel the same. And I'm sure Columbina is ready to get back here and fight.
I'll keep my calculations going and try to find some way of coordinating with her. But that's not an excuse for everyone else to slack off, okay?
How can the dead moon still live? And Luanatar...
It's hard to believe that's what will happen in the distant future.
Our authority is linked to the most fundamental rules of Tevat. I suppose it's no wonder that many would covet that power.
I didn't realize that when you said friends, you meant people who live down in Tevat.
Have you ever tried leaving this prison?
Of course. Between us, we've tried everything.
It's like the center of a whirlpool. Everything ultimately converges here, at the moment when Nibelung imprisoned.
In that case, have you tried using any of those pathways that connect this space to the real world?
Sorry? What are those?
They're passages through which you can make small-scale changes to reality by using Kuvaki. Or am I the only one who can use those passages? Because part of my soul remains in reality.
Kuvaki. What is that?
You don't know? It's a unique kind of elemental energy found only in Nodcry, the land from which the moons arose.
Oh. Well, it's true that the moons first rose up from the part of Tevat you say is called Nodcry, but there is no difference in the elemental energy between there and anywhere else.
What? Could you show us some of this Kuvaki?
Okay.
Isn't that just your power?
What? But it's everywhere in Nodcry. In the air, in the land. Even the creatures who live there have adapted to its influence.
How curious. This Kuvaki certainly did not exist anywhere in the world before we were imprisoned.
Let alone influence living creatures. So, how exactly does it affect them anyway?
This is so strange. Why would their reality differ so much from mine?
Columbina, you're looking for more than just a way out of here, aren't you?
Yes. If I am to help my friends, I will need trilunar authority on par with that of our foe.
You mean... you'll need our power?
This sounds extremely risky. The three moons' powers are not mutually compatible. Concentrating them into one goddess will be a very painful process. And if anything goes wrong, it could tear you to pieces.
I know. But I'm willing to take that risk.
Even so, let's say we successfully transfer our authority to you. How will you take it outside this prison? Niblin constructed this realm specifically to prevent us from using our powers to interfere in his... No moon goddess can leave this place alive.
What if I don't leave alive?
Where do we even start? How are we supposed to figure out what we're meant to do to help Columbina?
Columbina, what do you need from...
If she really got to the beginning of time in there, how do you think she'd leave us a message? You don't think she'd write it down on a stone tablet somewhere in the hopes that we'd find it, do you?
Seems Columbina may not talk a lot, but she thinks deeply about issues like this.
Let's review what we know. This is the Columbina who fought alongside us against the Reykir of Solnari. She knows our personalities, our ways of doing things, even our unique strengths and abilities. So, if she wanted to tell us something from a long, long time ago... Oh. Traveler, you once said that those golden ripples also appeared when Luanatar was born. What if Columbina left Luanatar here, not just as an anchor to the real world? If she is part of Columbina, and Columbina knows that I can see past events through her...
Oh yeah! Like when you peeked into Rerir's past through his heart!
Nefer, wait! If you're right about this, and you can really see past events through Luanatar...
Oh, I know. Looking at Rerir's past in Khaenri'ah was already enough of a strain on my eyes. Looking this far back into the past, it'll surely blind me. But it's our only chance. This is the only way.
Boss.
We spoke about this once, a long time ago. Do you remember what I said, Yehoda? The day I lose my sight, the Curatorium of Secrets will be yours to run.
But...
What's wrong? I'd be overjoyed if I were you. This day's come a lot earlier than either of us expected. I need to know you'll honor our agreement, Yehoda.
Yes, Boss Neff. I promise.
Are you sure you don't want some time to think this through?
What is there to think through? I should have gone blind after our battle with Rerir. Frankly, it's almost criminal that I got away with it for this long.
Then at least let me take some precautions on your behalf. And if you really do lose your sight, I'll visit your office every day and make sure you're well looked after.
Oh, please, anything but that. I was actually ready to go through with this. Are you trying to scare me into backing out?
As if I could ever scare you. I'll assume you're just joking.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's do this.
All done.
Good. Now give me some space. Come on then, little one. Show me what happened in the past.
Between the Trilunar Authority, Kuvaki, and the soul-surviving moon, the Frost Moon, I think I might know how to get back. But I will need my sister's help. Time to go talk it over with them.
Have you decided what to do? I hope it's not too dangerous. You really scared me when you said that thing about... Come on, let's go find the other two.
It seems you have reached a decision. I'm all ears. What do you propose?
Have you figured it out, Columbina? Tell us. How do you plan to leave this place?
I intend to die here, in this moment, and then be reborn in the future with the help of my friends.
What? What are you saying? How can the dead be reborn? And how will you inform these future friends of your plans? You can't exactly leave oracles. Nothing can escape this place. And even if you found a way, what if they never find the message you left for them?
No, that won't happen.
Come again?
They will find my message. I'm sure of it.
I'm not following. How exactly will you achieve this?
It's quite simple, really. First, I will leave my soul here.
I see it.
Your soul? You mean you're a divinity?
Yes. I once left a portion of my soul in the future. One so small that this prison barely noticed anything. In this very moment, she can resonate with my soul across time. When the time comes, I believe that she can serve as an anchor to pull my soul from here back to the future reality.
Just as gravity connects the world to the moon.
Exactly. In the future, where I came from, the moon has been cast beyond the false sky, but I can still feel that it is there, in a similar way. I can feel a connection to the soul fragment I left behind even now. My friends can use it to detect my presence.
But how do you just leave your soul here? Is that even possible?
On my way here, I met an ordinary mortal who entered this place long before I did. Her body is long gone, but her soul remains. And before that, I encountered an old enemy whose entire soul survives here intact, while the power that once corrupted his body has faded away.
So, perhaps this space is specifically designed to imprison divinity and authority, but not the physical body.
Still, even if your body can escape, would it not just be a lifeless husk without the soul inside? Wait, is that what you meant?
Yes. I shall turn my body into moonlight and pour it over Nodcry. That power shall protect the land and quietly blend into it, awaiting my soul's return in the future. However, I cannot do this on my strength alone. I would need your help to do this. So I'm humbly asking for your assistance.
Oh, dear sister, you need not be so formal. As I said before, we are but remnants of a bygone age. You, on the other hand, were born alone in that distant future, and you have walked a long and lonesome road since then. How could I bear to let your story end here in this dungeon? Don't forget, we are your sisters, your family.
Arya's right. Actually, I've always wanted a little sister. Can you imagine how it's been for me? Getting nagged by two older sisters all the time. Now, I finally get to be the big sis. And not just that, but I get to help you return to your world, too.
Kennen?
I'm sorry. I know this is a bold request.
Oh, no, please. Don't misunderstand me, Columbina. I was just thinking back on the years that the three of us once spent together. You cannot imagine How happy I am to hear of the future world you describe. The Frost Moon Scions, for the three of us, whose purpose in life was to maintain the peace in Teyvat. It is a great relief to know that the people of this world live in such an abundant future. If your plan can save them, and save Notcry, I will gladly give you all that I can. Besides, the three of us have been together since the day we were born. I could never abandon them to live on alone without them.
Canon.
Still, I do have one question I would like to ask you before we proceed.
Certainly.
Why do you cover your eyes?
Yeah, I was curious about that too. But it seemed personal, so...
There was a time when I refused to look upon the world. I wished to hide my feelings.
I see. Perhaps that decision saved you from ever having to see the false sky again. Promise me this, Columbina. When you return to the future, I'm sure that you know this already, given that you long to return. But that is your true home. Give me your hand, Columbina. Arya, Sonnet, you too.
Okay.
All right.
We once were the songs sung for eternity, but now it is you who must continue to sing.
We once were the tides in the great river of time, but now we subside, and you arise.
We were the messengers of madness and inspiration. But now, the lies have faded, and your truth must endure.
We are souls awaiting the sun. You must return to be with those who smile when they see your face.
Is it done?
Yes. We have transferred the authority over all 3 moons to Columbina Hyposelenia. From this moment on, she is the Tri-Lune Goddess, the one and only moon goddess of this world.
Thank you. Thank you, my sisters.
Now go, and do what you believe is right, Columbina Hyposelenia.
Be aware that we cannot grant you the power of the 3 moons beyond these prison walls. The conflict that arose over their remains following our disappearance will still take place.
I understand.
Sisters, oh, my body. It feels...
Now that we have given up our power and authority, our bodies are merely mortal shells. This prison is dissolving them as we...
It's okay, Sonnet. The end must come for every god, just as it does for every human. That's all this is. The final destination of our lives. Canon...
We have one final request, Columbina. Could you use the 3 moons' power to send us back into the real world? Now that we have lost our powers, I doubt this space will seek to hold us further. It's just... we would like to spend our final moments together in the only place we ever called home.
Of course. Gladly. on it.
Yes.
Don't... I wish I could tell her not to give in to the abyss. Not to be afraid. But is this really what I should say at this moment? Don't forget. I'm so glad to have a big sister like you.
No, I'm okay. I'm not afraid.
It looks like this is goodbye, sisters.
Goodbye, Columbina.
Take care of this world in our stead.
I will. And now, it's time for me to bid farewell to my body too. May it become the moonlight that keeps Nodcry company through the long years ahead. So this is why Nodcry was not always home to Kuvaki. It only appeared after I poured my body out upon this land. And only this land. Kuvaki responds to me because it is me. My body. Answering the call of my soul, and the golden energy I've encountered on my way here was, in fact, that very soul, which I am about to leave here to guide me. O power Trilune, eternal moonlight. I, Columbina Hyposelenia, lay aside my body. Let it be cast into the dark night to illuminate the future. May it be a companion to all who dwell beneath the moon. Until the time comes for me to return home.
That was crazy! Were we even allowed to see that? Can you still see? How many fingers am I holding up?
I see 2 fingers, and a look of sheer terror on your face.
Truly astounding, Miss Nefer. Your eyes have glimpsed the very ends of the world, and yet they remain as sharp as ever. Or is the credit for this miracle due to Miss Lauma? It seems that even time itself...
Surely you jest. I suspect we have Columbina to thank. She must have realized the immense toll that the ritual would take and purposely set aside some of her power in the past. There is always a great price to pay for witnessing the truth.
She chose the perfect method of getting a message to us. Though her eyes were always shut, she was clearly so perceptive. She knows us well. She knew exactly how we would... Despite being separated by time and space, we're seeing the same possibilities and seizing the same opportunities.
We still don't even know if she's okay right now. But as long as there's a chance...
We'll get you back somehow, Columbina.
Well, based on the information we now have,
Thanks to these gentlemen, we have a much clearer picture of the situation. The civilian population has been moved to safety.
Miss Androne, how are the calculations?
So far, so good. I'll keep seeing how far I can push the system, though. Can't have Hatman being powered down for nothing.
There's still a long road ahead.
Our plan is clear. Time is short, so let's get moving.
There's just never enough time, is there? Time! All right! We'll do our part, too.
Yeah.
Albedo's theory says that elemental energy can dilute the Light Realm's power, but I'm no expert in building elemental defenses. Sounds like something out of the Advanced Elemental Theory section of the library. Whew.
You seem quite troubled.
Well, yeah. I mean, who doesn't get a little flustered when they're completely out of their...
You were the very picture of confidence back when you approached the Hexen Circle.
Yeah, I could have been faking it through that whole meeting for all you know. Who's to say I'm not just a ball of nerves in a charming and gregarious package?
Oh gosh, really? I'm so sorry, I had no idea. Well, you're all the braver for it.
Still, I was much more in my comfort zone than I am here. At least in Mondstadt, you can cry for help from a cliff top and actually stand a chance of summoning Barbados himself. Things have never looked bleaker than they do now. If we don't pull this off, Tevat's doomed, isn't it?
Oh, you think so? Actually, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Tevat has faced annihilation many times in the past, but it also gave us you, didn't it?
Hey, don't give me that. It's not like...
I disagree. Every human born in this world is special. We angels have always believed that.
In that case, this humble human being has a big favor to ask of you.
I thought you might say that.
I'm sure Alice, in her great wisdom, sent you here precisely to help us in this difficult time, yes?
Well, that has less to do with her wisdom and more to do with my power.
Of course, of course. Well, the thing is, these elemental defenses we're about to build, I don't think it's a question of if they'll fail, but Durin's findings from his patrols make it clear that Dottore is constantly expanding his territory. It's not realistic to completely stop him encroaching on the rest of Nagrai. Rather, our goal should be to stall him for as long as possible. If Miss Sandroni's calculations are correct, well, they're the closest thing to certainty we have in this situation, so let's assume they are. Anyway, her calculations suggest that our best hope for victory lies in Miss Columbina's return. It's up to us to slow Dottore's advance and buy time for her to make a return.
Are you asking me to help you with building the defenses?
No. I'd like you to prepare for what comes next. When he eventually reaches us, we will have to fight him. You were an angel once and a mage now. I'm asking you to lend us your protection.
Oh. Can I take it that you're triggering the terms you fought for during our three-way talks?
Well, technically those terms were about protecting Mondstadt. But if you're happy to agree to the change in location, then yes, let's do that.
You're cashing in on this much sooner than I'd imagined.
Well, yeah. The way things are going, I might not get another chance.
Very well. The mages have heard the knight's plea, and we will respond. To tell the truth, Alice and I had already discussed how we might help you all, so I didn't come empty-handed.
This is... wow. Yeah. This is great. Seriously, thank you.
It's been many long years since I had a chance to dazzle humanity with a little divine intervention. Anyway, Knight of Boreas, please accept this gift in recognition of your great virtue. Go now. May the angel's blessing deliver you safely to your destination.
Ah, you're here. Sandroni, how are things going? Glad you asked. You two are about to become the first people to lay eyes upon my masterpiece. Or should that be the first person and the first, specter? Hey! Whatever. Come, feast your eyes on this.
Wow! We've never seen something like this before.
This meter displays the progress of my formula. Currently, once it's finished running, I'll deliver it right to your side. And then we can finally bring Columbine.
What do you mean, deliver it? Can't you just tell us over the Dodo communication?
You're such a greenhorn. This isn't the kind of formula you solve in math class. It's a highly complex algorithm capable of constructing a framework of... whatever. We'll be here all day if I start trying to explain it. I'll share the data with you. Nicole's agreed to let me use her information channel, so we just need to use the Dodo communication device. There. Now you can check.
Wow! Look at that! You're amazing, Zandrone.
About time you recognized my genius. Anyway, that's all from me. You should check on the others if you have time. Make sure we don't have any weak links in the chain. That might sound harsh to you, but close supervision is a common practice in a Fatui. I'm kinda stuck here while the formula's running, so I need you to be my second pair of eyes in the meantime.
Make my escape.
Yes, Miss Moonchanter? What are you staring at?
You always address me in the strangest ways. Lady Moonchanter.
Yes, and?
Not as such. It's just that I simply call you Nefer nowadays.
Uh-huh. That's my name. What's your point?
The point is I don't add any honorifics or titles.
Meaning what?
That maybe we're on friendlier terms now than we used to be.
Is that how you see it? And I thought I was the one with eye damage.
Never! Wilma!
Paimon, traveler.
Just swinging by to check in on you. How are things going? Did you manage to get some rest?
Don't worry about me. I won't slow us down.
And I give my all to ensure our victory. Ah, yes. Allow me to give you two a quick checkup. All done. You're both in good shape.
You're welcome. You'll have your work cut out for you in this battle against Dottore, so make sure to get some rest in first.
Paimon will keep an eye on her. Don't you worry.
I'm glad to hear it. Take good care of yourself, too, Paimon.
Sure thing.
Traveler, Paimon, a pleasure to see you both.
Flans! How's everything coming along?
Fairly well, if I do say so myself. Personally, I am ready to confront Dottore head-on.
Ooh, you sound much more serious than usual.
To be honest, I am not usually fond of exercising my full strength. I am conserving my strength until the moment of battle is upon us. Anything to boost our chance.
Seeing you get into the zone like this really puts Paimon at ease. Huh, Traveler?
I consider it an honor to have your trust. Rest well. I look forward to seeing you both in your element during the battle.
Thankfully, Miss Nicole has come to our aid. Nasha Town is now looking very well defended.
Golden Flame. Yes, that's Nicole's power, all right. Based on the latest message from Grandmaster Varka. It sounds like they've reached an agreement. The situation should be more stable with her assistance. Everyone will have at least some degree of protection.
Albedo! Durin!
Hello there, you two.
Are you well rested?
That's good to hear. As per the plan, Albedo and I will be in charge of Nasha Town. As Dotori's energy field expands, it's creeping ever closer in that direction. But
we fought side by side many times before, and always with great success. I believe this time will be no different.
Here they come. That's quite a horde.
As we expected.
Get ready, everyone.
Take your positions and prepare to engage.
Let's begin.
I'm at the ready.
No waste of time.
Yours go!
Water jet!
The long sleep beckons. Close your eyes.
5.
Be silent. You're pretty strong.
It's yours to go!
It all adds up.
These creatures cannot stand against us.
Oh, fighting talk. Just don't let your guard down.
That goes without saying. I'm hardly the risk taker in this group.
Excuse me?
Burst forth. A turning point in fate. Devouring claw. Moment of birth. That was easier than I thought.
Naturally.
What do you mean? Is it because as created beings go, we're of a higher level than them?
Very good. You understood what I was implying.
With one heart, we pray. A grave trend.
Beware the creatures of the night. People have always used fire to drive away wild beasts.
Wouldn't a lantern work just as well?
You read my mind, my dear friend.
You're looking well. I trust you've had a good couple of days.
Dottore.
It's actually a good thing, in my view. If the subjects of my experiment were... And so, I must thank you all for your resilience. We are no longer on the same level, but you are none... And in any case, it is only right that before I end your lives, the world is informed of the arrival of their new god. Experiment begins. With the marrow of the 3 moons in my hand, behold the false moons fall!
Leave this place. By the frost moon of old.
You cannot face me!
Go!
The night comes.
Close your eyes.
Go!
Entropy bends to me!
You poor lost lamb.
Can I do nothing?
It all falls into place.
Did you honestly?
Go!
Found. First, an ant in my palm.
Steady now. Oh, I've been moved inside another space, and it's sealed off. Looking at the structure of it, it seems like the Torre intends to trap us here. There's no exit. Our endurance is about to be put to the test.
Entropy bends to me.
It all adds up.
Pathetic.
No more love. Forest, protect us.
Water
It all falls into place.
With the marrow of
The mystery
in my
unwrapped.
hand, behold the false moons fall!
It all adds up. It all falls into place. Seek within. Leave this place.
Tell
for
me,
the
where will you
everlasting
try
forest.
scurrying off to next?
Looks like Dottore has opted for a divide and conquer strategy. But we will not allow him to triumph. Now, I shall pray for our victory.
Entropy.
No more lies.
Good. Keep it up. Did you honestly think that would hit me?
Can't hide the truth.
That's more like it. Some of these shadows.
Shameless. It all adds up.
Good. Keep it up. I'm still pathetic.
Time to come clean.
You
No more
barely
lies.
managed to touch my level. How dull. You cannot face me. Be annihilated, that which cannot stand against me.
What's this supposed to be? A knockoff version of the space Columbina got trapped in? There really is no way out. We'll see about that.
Dottore.
Did you honestly? My apologies. I had not intended to take your teammates from you. You have a choice. Obey, and I can release them. An excellent deal, if you ask me. Won't you consider it?
Water jet!
Reverse.
Wipe out!
I'm aware you've been working on some little tricks to surprise me with, but it appears that none of them have come to fruition. My guess would be that you're trying to bring Columbina back. But then, where is Sandrone? I always found their friendship to be a curious phenomenon. Speaking of Columbina, I once saw her as like a younger sister. But then one day she suddenly decided she would refuse to take part in any further experiments. To this day, I truly don't understand what I could have done to upset her. It's such a pity. I could have had a sister, a family.
You're not fit to be family to her.
That I can't deny. So many people, all obsessed with playing out the same tired old dramas. And then there's you. You had every opportunity to reach the right conclusion. But I maintain that I approached you in good faith. So, I will offer you another chance. Will you work with me? You have until I count to 10. 1, 2, 3.
Not in a million years.
What a pleasant surprise.
You're as sick and twisted as ever. Don't fool yourself into thinking anyone's grateful for the chances you're off.
Sandrone, but the formula hasn't finished running yet.
Funnily enough, I was just discussing a collaboration opportunity with the Traveler, and then I see you, who I'm
gone to wait.
I said that everyone would get one chance, and you've used yours to march right.
And what makes you think I believe a word that comes?
I was planning on disposing of your little formula after wrapping up more urgent business here. Since you've taken the trouble of serving it to me on a silver platter, is this your life's work? This piece of trash. Your formula runs too slowly, Sandrone. You put your hope for success on others instead of fighting dirty. That is why you have failed. Now, whom should I slay first? Any volunteers? No one? How nice of you to leave the decision to me. Oh, how unexpected. Sandrone, any last words for me, comrade?
Is there anything you wish for?
Not really. But I've always known what I don't want. Go to hell, Dottore.
And now, you have failed. Now you see how fragile mechanical contraptions are. Just a gentle tap, and they fall to pieces. However keen of an inventor Sandrone may have been, her death spells the end of the formula that was running inside her body. Of course, I have to commend her for making it this far. As her colleague, I have to admire her stubborn tenacity. Now, it is time for you to take your place by my side. My count was interrupted, but the second chance I extended to you still stands. By now, I'm sure you have gained a greater appreciation for the power and authority I wield. Not in the mood to talk? As you wish. You seem less talkative than usual. I'll change the topic to something more apropos. Sandrone was always like this. Objectively speaking, she had her strengths. It is remarkable how she extracted and even optimized the world formula from so much data. But her inability to trust was her undoing. Had she allowed someone else to monitor or run the formula for her, but regrettably, she was a stubborn fool. As much as it pains me...
Dottore. Maybe this is news to you, but people can change. Columbina surprised you when she escaped.
Che.
You can twist the truth however you want, but I see it clear as day.
Is that how you see me? By this point, what can you hope to do about it? It is pointless to fight on. You've already lost.
Wrong. You can't win this, Dottore.
What?
My formula can get us 90% of the way. It will connect you to Columbina. Then, I will bring the formula's output to the Traveler's side. For the last 10%, do whatever it takes. Just bring the moon down.
Never be yours.
I turn my body into moonlight and pour it over Nodcry. My soul, I leave here to inform my future friends. Lastly, I will hide the Trilune Authority within the Frost Moon. And when my body